Okay, so I need to talk about something quite serious in this video. I know I'm not trying to get another unusual and trick you guys, and I don't hate my new scattergun and want a different one, no. This one is actually serious, and the thing I want to talk about is the lag bots that have now infested Team Fortress 2 servers. Real quick, I know this is probably going to get very boring, but we're really working towards 70k. We recently hit 60k and already over 200 more people have subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you're one of the 68% watching right now that aren't subscribed, please make sure you click the button and help me get there. Thank you. I'm sure you've seen people on Twitter talk about this, and I'm sure you've probably seen a few other YouTube videos like this talking about these lag bots, but I feel as though the more people who know about this and the more videos get made on these bots, maybe Valve will potentially, probably not actually, try and do something about it. It's worth a try, but I really doubt anything's going to come of it. But spreading awareness is always good. So if you don't know what these lag bots are, basically they join a server and they do a whole lot of aim hacking, wall hacking, and all of that stuff. So they're just like the bots that we used to get in every single server pretty much. But these ones are a little bit different. Obviously, that stuff is super annoying, like having all of the hacking, and it ruins the fun of the game anyway. So most of the time, if you try and go and kick the hacker, the different thing about these ones is that they don't just get kicked. As soon as that vote kick is called, the hacker just crashes the server completely. So instead of just the hacker getting booted from the game, the whole server just dies. You get the auto disconnect thing on your screen and you just can't do anything. You can leave the server. I think you maybe are able to rejoin it a little bit later, but like the server needs to fully reset before anyone can do anything with it again. So if you wanted to actually stay in the game, you have to spend the whole game playing with a hacker, or beg that the next server you join doesn't have the same guy get in it, because then the cycle just repeats itself. You either play with a hacker or you find a different game. It is so annoying. I've always noticed the few that I've experienced have always come at like near the end of a game for me, so it's a little bit annoying because I've played the whole game. I've stayed in some of the games because I wanted to get a load of the points that I had on my casual levels. It literally doesn't matter. The casual leveling does nothing. The points in the game do nothing, but it's quite nice to level up sometimes. So every time a hacker joins right at the end and a lag bot joins right at the end, I know for a fact that I have then lost all of that hard work, and I don't think I'll ever actually hit tier 3 because I have to keep leaving games right at the end of them. So yeah, that sucks. Sometimes Valve even tries to put you in these servers that have recently been killed, so you're just going to be sitting on the loading screen for quite a while. I don't know what exact part of it you get stuck on. I've been stuck on the passing game info bit and also the sending client info bit. So yeah, you could get all the way there, especially if you have like a bad computer. You could be waiting for quite a while to even get to the sending client bit. Then you'll be waiting even longer because the server's dead and the game doesn't know what to do with that. So it's so annoying. Now, I don't know if these bots are made by the same person that infested all of the servers with the regular hacking bots before, or they're just completely different people, but there is one name in particular that has Valve in square brackets in the username that is going around these servers quite a lot that most people recognize. Obviously, I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to say it and it's highly racist. So yeah, as soon as you see that name join the game, I'm sure all of you guys will recognize it. You know for a fact that the game is over, which is really just, it's just poor from Valve, really. It's just a bit poor. And it's just a bit annoying that a couple of people that have the mental capacity to make bots like this ruin the fun of a game like TF2 for thousands and thousands of people, and Valve so far have done really nothing to fix this problem. I know that the lag bots are like a fairly new problem. I get that. And after a while, they did maybe reduce the number of the hacking bots that were joining every server. So, you know what? Maybe we need to give Valve a little bit of time on this one. But this could, if it carries on for too much longer, I can definitely see this having a big impact on the player base in TF2. I don't know if it's going to actually kill TF2 because I don't know if NA servers are being, experiencing this whole thing. And if it's just EU servers, then, you've still got the whole NA player base. But not having an EU player base because of some hackers that you're not bothering to get rid of, it doesn't look great. My main problem is that because of this whole virus thing, it might take a little bit longer to fix this problem because Valve employees might not be at work or they're working remotely, which might not be, as helpful to, fix these problems. But this is the time that is, like, everyone is going to be playing video games, right? And everybody who would be playing TF2 would love to be playing TF2 right now, but they're getting their games ruined by all of these hackers and all of these LAGBOTS, and nobody can actually play. So many people will be trying to watch live streams, so many people will be trying to watch YouTube videos and all of that stuff. Now, if streamers can't get into casual servers or anything like that, then streams will have to be done elsewhere, or maybe streamers will start playing a different game because they just can't be bothered with it. And videos will also have to be recorded on other servers. Now, while that's not really an issue, I'm sure there are some community servers that are playing default maps that people could go on. It kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a matchmaking system. I was sort of fine with the whole comp matchmaking being infested. I didn't really like it, but most of the hackers stayed in their little cesspit that was competitive matchmaking for a bit, and they didn't bother people playing casual. But now it's like seeping into casual and ruining almost every single game I play, and every single game other people play. It's getting to a point now where it's going to start making people lose hope for this game entirely. That Valve really doesn't care about this game enough to try and at least reduce the problem, which for a lot of people is heartbreaking. I also decided to ask some of my other friends in the community to share their experiences with these bots. So here's some voice clips from a few people in the community you may or may not know talking about these LAGBOTS and their experiences with them.
I'm Over the Giant Tree, and this is my opinion on the LAGBOTS for Spikey Mikey. I hate them. They're just ruining the experience for thousands of players, not just myself. I know it affects the entire game, and especially during a time such as this, where a large majority of the population are being told to stay inside to stop the threat of coronavirus. This is just making the situation worse for TF2 gamers. Why? That's what I want to know. Why are you doing this? Why are they doing this? What's the point in just flooding the game and making it unplayable when it's on live support as it is with the way Valve have been treating it? I hate the person that did this, and I just wish the game would go back to how it was before, without these bloody bots.
So as we're all aware, bots have been flooding servers, aim hacking, the usual stuff, and the next thing you know, boom. Connection to the server has been cut. This is happening way too frequently now. I tried yesterday to play a bunch of casual matches to see for myself how serious this problem was, because at first I'd only heard about them, but I wasn't expecting it to be as serious as it is. I queued for around 30-ish matches, 4 of them were fine. The rest you couldn't even connect to. It just kept giving you a bad challenge, bots had destroyed them. One of the more annoying things is that you couldn't even see what maps were being played on that server that you tried to join. But if I was to speak logically here, chances are that the maps were the more frequently popular maps, I guess you could say. The High Towers, the Upwards, Harvest, Two Fort, those kind of maps that everyone is accustomed to. But all it's done is get worse. Now, they've taken to attacking community servers, the only other safe haven for TF2 players. So now they've got nowhere realistically to go to unless you play something like competitive 6v6, 9v9, those kind of game modes. The question is, how long is this going to be a problem? And that all depends on Valve's actions. But will they?
Now, I know that making this video will not do much in the grand scheme of things. I doubt Valve employees watch these videos. I doubt this video will have any sway in the whole battle with the hackers that seems to be going on right now. But I wanted to voice my opinions because at this point, I'm starting to get a bit annoyed with having to defend Valve when stupid stuff like this is happening over and over and over again. If it's not aimbotting wall hackers, it's someone trying to scam everyone in the whole server with loads and loads of binds. If it's not someone trying to scam everyone in that server, it's someone spouting racist, homophobic slurs in everyone's text chats. And if it's not people spamming racist, homophobic slurs in everyone's text chats, it's bots that are hacking, that are literally shutting down servers when they get voted to kick because the community is trying to play the game properly. Like, how do you just keep defending this? This to me is the type of stuff that has the potential to finish off TF2 if Valve leave this for too long. Even if they're not in NA servers now, they might be in NA servers a little bit later. And then If everyone is being affected by it, or the vast majority of the player base is being affected by it, then what are you going to do then when people just can't play the game and people get annoyed when they try and play the game because every server they go in is shut down? Like, it's not going to look good, and the player base will drastically decrease. I'm sure Valve won't actually let it get to that point, but based on the work they've been doing on the game recently, I really don't know. Maybe this is one of those things that will only last a few weeks, then the hackers will get bored and move on, but I really doubt that because quarantine has got everyone bored out of their brains. But still, we can hope for the best, and we hope that the TF team pulls through for us. I think I've done enough venting for today. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see LAGBOTS removed from the game completely, then leave this video a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It would mean the world to me since I'm really trying hard now to hit 70k. Thank you all once again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.